Today we are in Barberyn Beach Ayurveda Resort restaurant. Now we are doing Sunday webinar about the diet and dosha. According to dosha, how we choose the vegetables for lunch. Now I am introducing to Dr. Pushpa and she will explain these things and about more details. Over to you, Dr. Pushpa.
Thank you, Mr. Ajit. Ayubowan. Today in our webinar, we are talking about diet, dosha, and how to choose the vegetables for our lunch. But before talking all those things, I would like to mention this diet, how this diet comes to our therapeutic system. In Ayurveda, we have several textbooks actually, but we have one major textbook called Charaka Samhita. Charaka Samhita mentions the threefold curative approach. These are Daiva Vyapasraya, that means spiritual healing or divination, Sattva-vajaya, that means psychiatric, and Yukti Vyapasraya approach, that means rational therapy. And when we are talking about this Sattva-vajaya and Daiva Vyapasraya, that means psychiatric and spiritual healing, in contrast to these two approach, more elaborate rituals by way of beating of drums, burning incense, also we doing chanting and dancing with face mask. Also we are burning, fireband are performed by men, etc. And then if we are talking about psychiatric, especially, we can use this meditation and soft music, etc. And then when we are talking about Yukti Vyapasraya, that means this rational therapy. The rational therapy has been elaborated under fourfold classification: Achara, Ahara, Sansodhana, Sansamana. Achara, that means self-discipline. Ahara, diet. And Sansodhana, to clean, to remove. What we clean, what we remove, that imbalance of this dosha. We have to remove, we have to clean aggravations of them, and that samana neutralize the dosha. And now you know the ahara or diet come to this therapeutic system as a rational therapy. And when we talk about the diet or food, and their very close relationship with the rasa. Rasa means taste. According to Ayurvedic theories, we recognized 6 tastes: sweet, sour, salty, pungent, bitter, astringent. And when we are talking about this taste, we have to think how these tastes create. And actually we know the whole nature as well as the human being consist of 5 basic elements: water, fire, air, space, earth. And when we talk about the human being also consists from these 5 basic elements. The rasa also consists of these 5 basic elements. And rasa, if we are talking about the sweet taste actually predominant from water and earth. Swava, earth and fire. Salt, water and fire. Pungent, air and fire. Bitter, air and ether. And astringent, air and earth. Now we know this human being consists of 3 doshas: vata, pitta and kapha. Actually they are creating through these 3 doshas. And vata consists of air and space, pitta consists of fire, kapha consists of water and earth. Now we could see the relationship between rasa, that fundamental substance, and human being and their fundamental substance. And when we are eating, to balance our doshas, we have to eat, if I am a vata type, or if I have a vata imbalance, I have to eat more sweet, salt and sour tasting things. If I am a pitta type, or if I have a pitta imbalancement, I have to eat more bitter, sweet and astringent taste. If I am kapha type or kapha imbalancement, I have to eat more bitter, astringent, pungent taste. And these are helping to maintain the dosha type, and also if we have an imbalance. And I will give little hint for you to identify when you are having this imbalance. If you get any pain in your joint, in your head or wherever in your body, if you get pain, that is the main symptoms if you have this vata imbalancement. And if you have a burning sensation, that actually the imbalancement of pitta. If you are having swelling or heaviness, dull feeling, and these are coming from kapha imbalancement. And if you feel these kind of symptoms, then you can maintain through your eating pattern. Then so you have to recognize there is one secret. What is that secret? You have to know your dosha type or your prakriti. If you know the prakriti and if you know the symptoms, what you are having that moment imbalancement, then you can choose your food. Actually, now I will try to show you to choose the vegetables according to your type, and that those things you can use as a lunch. You have to prepare as a curry, or you can steam, or you can prepare in different way. At the moment I prefer to show you some vegetables for vata type. And Mr. Ajit, please give me this carrot. These are carrot. I think you well known these vegetables, and it is actually, it has this sweet taste and it is good for vata. And yes, I can take this green beans. Green beans also good for this vata type. And yes, the radish. The radish also for vata. Yes, please give me that zucchini. Zucchini also good for vata. And keep in your mind when you are preparing the meal, if you are Vata type, take sweet, sour, salty tasting things more. And when I am talking about these vegetables, they have this sweet taste. And then I could choose the Pitta lunch. Yes, this I can put there. You can put it there. And here, pumpkin. And it actually gives cooling effect to our body, and it can maintain our Pitta dosha, and if you have a Pitta imbalancement, you can balancing while you are eating those things. And this is lotus root, and there's an art inside. It's very nice art. If you make art, also you can use it to soak in the ink or color and put on your paper. And actually this lotus root very effective for our system. What system? It is actually very effective to our urinary tract, and also it is quite effective for reproductive system and their diseases, because we are eating as a vegetables, but also we are taking as a medicine. And sometimes we use this lotus root for our decoctions, and some other preparation also we are making from this lotus root. And you can make a curry or you can steam it when you are eating. And rich gourd. This rich gourd actually helping to cools down your system, and it has more effect to improve our immunity. Even when we are having this cleansing process like purgation or enema, before having that or after having this special treatments, we are giving this rich gourd curry, because it has effect to improve our digestive power, and it can improve our immunity. And sweet potato. This sweet potato also cools your system. It's good for your Pitta, and it's give more energy to you. It has more dietary fiber, which is good for our digestive system. And if you are having constipation, and even this lotus root actually good to heal constipation problems. Even this sweet potato also good for that. And another thing, the pumpkin also I want to mention, this is quite good if you are smoker, that helping to remove your nicotine. And this one I choose to show you, but probably you couldn't find this one. This is we called in our country kohila. I want to show you how that dietary fiber inside, that's why I took it. You can see this, how this dietary fiber, it's very effective for our digestive system, and especially if we have a hemorrhoids, constipation, and also if we have a slow digestion, we are using this to get better benefit. And we are making curry, salad, or we can make soup to improve our digestive system. and these are good for maintain your pitta constitution, or it is also good to balance your pitta increasement. And there, and one by one, please give me. This is cauliflower. I think you well know this, and that also helping to reduce our kapha, because this cauliflower, they don't have that much sugar substance inside. And there's a broccoli, I think. Yes. And this is broccoli. Cauliflower and broccoli rich in some minerals like magnesium, potassium, and that's why also it is good for our digestive system and to keep our better health. And they don't have that much sugar stuff. And cabbage. Cabbage also less in sugar, and it is actually good to improve our digestive power, and it is also helping to remove these problems with the slow digestion, that means the constipation, like these things, because it has also more dietary fiber. And there is another thing, we are using as a vegetable, this actually the mushrooms, and a very tasty one. Different way we can prepare as a tempered vegetables, or as a curry, or sometimes we can steam and make salad, and in a different way we can prepare it, and it's very heating vegetables. We are using as a very to get more heat effect, and that's why it's good for kapha, to reduce their cooling effect, because all the vegetables and fruits and spices we can categorize into two stage, cool potency and hot potency. And this is medicinal aubergine and eggplant, that also helping to clean our respiratory system, and it is also effective if we have a bronchitis, asthma, sinusitis, and also it is reducing our kapha. That means if you would like to reduce your overweight, and you can use this kapha balancing or kapha reducing vegetables, all those things like broccoli, cauliflower, eggplant, and this is parsley. And these green leaves, always they have less sugar substance, and this also actually quite effective to maintain our kapha, because it also gives heating effect. Okay, now I choose this for vata type or vata imbalancement, these vegetables, and this one for pitta type and pitta balancement. There is another thing, the lettuce. I think you are always using as a salad this lettuce, but if you are eating salad, actually in Ayurveda always telling that if you take the raw vegetables, we are not recommended actually that much, but it is also if you are using, you have to use it in lunch time, not in the morning, not in the evening, because at lunch time our digestive power more powerful than the other two times, and this is also less sugar, and that's why it's good for the kapha. Okay, that's another thing. No. Yes, then that one for kapha balancement to reduce the kapha. And yes, I have some spices here. Coriander, turmeric, cumin, cloves, cardamom, garcinia, salt and cinnamon. And actually all those things what I have with me at the moment helping to reduce vata and kapha, except the salt. And when we are eating the curry, we are using these spices because they have effect to increase our digestion and the metabolism. And when you are preparing, for example, this carrot curry, you can use this coriander, turmeric and cumin powder, and also you can add this cinnamon. And we have some other things. If you have a garlic, please give me. Yes, this is also good for, especially good for vata type and the kapha type. And when you are preparing this carrot curry for vata and kapha type, and you can add also this garlic and sometimes maybe the onions also you can use for that. And salt actually we are using because when we prepare our meal, we have to have these 6 tastes in that meal. And so that's why we can't find that much salty taste in our vegetables. And so that's why we used to add this salt into that curry. And then we can get salty taste. But when we prepare the curry for different types, and these types actually can maintain also through that. If you are vata type, you can add a little bit more salt into that, and if you are pitta type, you have to add only just little to for that curry. And when you are kapha also, you have to add a little bit of salt, because sometimes we know when you are eating salt a little bit more, you have this water retention and you feel swelling and heavy feeling. And so this salt we have to add for each curry to get the 6 taste in that vegetables and to balance that, but 1 or 2 taste should be dominant to maintain, to balance our dosha. And
Can you please tell me, Dr. Pushpa, what about this cucumber?
This cucumber, you found that I thought about this, and okay, this is nice. And cucumber is good for our pitta because it gives very cooling effect, and we can prepare like a curry or salad, or even maybe this is very juicy vegetable, you can make a juice to drink it. And but if you are having problems with the bronchitis, asthma, sinusitis, and better not to have these vegetables, what I am recommend for pitta, all those vegetables, don't eat that much if you are having this mucus with a problem with that. That means, as I mentioned, like asthma, or if you have a cold or cough, and don't take this cucumber, pumpkin and sweet potatoes and things like that.
This onion.
Yes, that is good. This is actually good for vata and good for kapha, because this onion also increases our digestion and metabolism. And when we are preparing the curry, and due to our preparations, and we can put different onion or garlic, or maybe we have to choose the different spices. And because this coriander actually gives cool effect, and cinnamon give heat effect. And then when we prepare the curry, we have to choose that carefully what spices we have to use more to balance our diet according to our imbalance or according to our dosha. And Mr. Ajit, if you could find a small plant, I saw somewhere you kept some plants. And
we have some plants in our herbal garden.
You found from there.
This is we call
Yeah,
it
yes.
turmeric.
Yeah. And this is a turmeric small plant, and this actually the using part or usage is the root, and this is the powder from that root. And turmeric we are using for so many things. Even as a medicine we are using because it is helping to improve our immunity, and also we can use as a antiseptic medicine. And if we have problems with the skin, we are using that because it is helping to clean our liver. Because I want to also mention something, the taste always related with our organs, and sweet taste always related with our thyroid and upper lungs, and sour taste always related with our lungs. That's why in your winter time and even during this COVID-19 pandemic, you can take a little bit more sour tasting things to clean your lungs and to prevent from this illness. And when you are taking this turmeric, actually that is also helping to clean our clean our liver, because the salty taste always, I mentioned two things before: sweet taste for thyroid and upper lungs, sour taste for lungs, and salty taste related with the kidneys, and pungent taste related with the heart and also with the stomach, and bitter taste related with our liver, pancreas and the spleen. And so that's why this turmeric is helping to clean our liver, because they have this bitter taste in that turmeric root. And also it is helping, as I mentioned, as an antiseptic, because if you want to clean your surround, and sometimes we put a little bit into the normal water and we spray everywhere, and if you do it, you have to be careful about your furnitures, clothes and things like that. But if you could spray somewhere like around your house or something, and this is helping to prevent from the infections. From 1,000 years back we use that. Even if you are doing this ritual, if you are doing something ritual, we take this turmeric to get some purpose, to ritual therapies, and that's why this is turmeric also good for our rational therapy and even for the ritual therapy. And another plant, if you have, please. This is cinnamon. Yeah, this is nice. And this is a small cinnamon plant, and this is the cinnamon from that plant. And this is also helping to improve our digestive power, and even very effective to the diabetics, because it can reduce our blood sugar, and that's why this is also quite important. But this is working very strongly in our digestive system. If you have a curry leaves plant, please give me that, because we are nearly used a few leaves with our curry, or when we prepare that curry. This is curry leaves. Actually, this is a very small plant, but it can grow as a medium sized tree. And this one also helping to improve our digestive power. Also when we put this curry leaves, we are taking another benefits, because it helping to improve the smell, taste, and also it is actually gives more substance to improve our metabolism. And when we are taking this curry leaves, we can use as a green soup, or we can put into the curry few leaves, and also we can take the young leaves and we can put onion, garlic, 2-3 peppercorns, and also if we are using a little bit of salt and the garcinia. This is garcinia, and those things we grind as a paste, and that paste, curry leaves paste, is very effective after having diarrhea, or if you get any digestive problems except this gastritis. To improve your digestive system, this paste normally we are eating at home to have a better digestion again. If you have another, yes, ginger, because this ginger always we are keeping in our kitchen, and when we prepare some vegetables, or if you are using this ginger when you are making a soup, and even for the green soup sometimes we use, because if you are a kapha type, if you are vata type, you can use this ginger as a in a soup, or you can use as a substance for your curry, or you can make tea, coriander with the ginger. This is coriander, I show you also before, and this coriander and this raw ginger, or you can use dried one. And when you are preparing actually tea from this coriander, you have to washed and dry roasted, and then you have to cook, or you have to grind and make a powder, and that powder you can put into the hot water to make this tea. And the ginger also you can add with that. And when you are also making a tea, it is actually helpful to prevent from the cold, cough, sore throat, even if you have a bronchitis, asthma. During that period also it is helpful, because I mention this more and more because in these situations, and because of this COVID-19, and in your winter time, because now your winter is starting, and during this season also you can take this coriander ginger tea to prevent from the cold, cough, or any mucus not creating in your system if you are taking this. And yes, that ginger actually we are using in our pharmacy as well as the kitchen, as I mentioned before. But in the pharmacy we use it nearly for powders. When we are preparing so many powders, if we are giving those powder for vata type or kapha type, nearly they have this ginger there. It's because that I want to mention because it is very common in there in our pharmacy, this ginger. It is helping to improve our digestion power. It is using as an anti-inflammatory medicine, and also it is also helping to gives more power. If you are having the migraine, for example, then you can take a little bit of this ginger and you can rub in a stone or any other place, or in a small cup or whatever the hard surface, you can rub with the normal water and take that paste, and you can put a piece of cotton cloth and put that paste on there and leave it 30 minutes. That helping to reduce your headache or migraine. And that's why so many ways actually we can use this ginger in our pharmacy or in our kitchen. And Now I'm also thinking something to very nice, very nice. Where do you find this?
We have in the herbal garden.
And you see, this is aloe vera, and I thought this aloe vera we can make as a juice, we can make as a curry, or we can make as a salad. And this is actually the good things to clean our liver, and it gives more cooling effect if we have a gastritis or ulcerations inside, and to heal them, this is very nice thing. And at the moment I have an idea, I can show you this one how to take, and you have to take off this green skin like this, and now you can see that jelly like this things. And if I use this, and slowly I have to rub to get this gel. And when you are making like that, you have to careful not to rub that green skin, because if you take that green skin to that gel, if you are drinking, your mouth will be itchy. If you apply on your skin will be itchy. That's why just careful only to take this gel. I took little bit of them, and I can add yes, this turmeric, and I can add, I would like to make this paste. You see this nice paste. This paste we can drink. We can drink, or we can apply on our face if you have acne, or if you are having pimples, because the aloe vera also helping to clean our bacterial infections like that, and the turmeric bacterial viral infections if we have, or even if you are having any swelling, also you can use that to reduce that. And if you are taking 1 teaspoon every day, this paste, turmeric with aloe vera, that is actually helpful to clean your liver and keeps you very energetic way, and also it is helping to have a good visual perception. Your skin will be quite nice color and smooth skin you can have when you are drinking this. And yes, and today we choose all these thank you, vegetables for 3 types: vata, pitta and for kapha. And I explained some spices. Actually this is to improve our digestive system, and I hope I am giving some information to you. Probably you catch a little bit more knowledge from those things what I explained. Thank you for joining with us. Wish you all the best and have a good day.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pushpa. So we think today we hope this program and we had some information about this, and today we end our Sunday webinar and we will meet next Sunday for the next webinar. Have a good Sunday. Ayubowan.